When was the last time you just sat down without phone in your hand, no song playing in the background, without scrolling for hours, just you sitting there with your thoughts? It may sound simple, but most of us don't do that anymore. The moment there's a second of silence, we reach out for our phones, a screen, a song, anything that can fill that space. And that's where the real problem is. The issue isn't that we use screens. We live in a digital world, so that's normal. The issue is simply that we have forgotten how to exist without them. If your phone was taken away from you right now, what would you feel? Would you feel calm or restless, bored, or even irritated for no reason? That reaction itself says a lot because most of the time we reach out for a phone out of habit, out of reflex, and out of not knowing what else to do. It's that quiet dependency that we are slowly making normal. Over time, without even realizing, we build a world inside our screens, a bubble that feels comfortable, familiar, and easy. Everything we like, everything that entertains us is in there, everything that keeps us engaged is in our hands. And slowly, that world starts feeling better than the real world. Because inside that world, everything is fast, exciting, interesting, and there's always something happening in it. But outside the real life, it's slower. Conversations take efforts. Moments not always feels exciting. So naturally, we start choosing the easier world again and again until it becomes a default. And sometimes it's not even about entertainment. Sometimes it's about escape from stress, from overthinking, from things we don't want to deal with. The screens become the easiest way to avoid all of that. You don't want to sit with that uncomfortable thought. You don't have to face anything. You just sit and scroll for hours and then it feels fine. But the more you escape, the harder it becomes to face the reality. Because you're not solving anything, you are just delaying it. This isn't just about wasting time, it goes deeper than it. Over time, it starts changing how we think. Our attention gets weaker, we find it difficult to focus on one thing. We get bored quickly, even simplest thing starts feeling like it's slow. The more we consume, the less we understand ourselves. Because when you are just consuming the content, you are not really thinking, you're just observing what's in front of you. Slowly, your opinions are no longer yours. Your views, your ideas, your voice, it all gets influenced by what's keeping you engaged. And one day you won't even realize that you stopped thinking for yourself. We spend so much time watching other people live their lives, routines, the achievements, the moments, and it feels like we are doing something, like we are a part of it, but in reality, we are not. We are just watching, and that's what is called as passive living. And the more time we spend there, the harder it gets to step in our own world, the harder it gets to actually do something. And slowly, the most common thing, comparison, starts creeping in. You see someone's small achievements, highlights, perfect moments, and without even thinking, you compare your everyday life with someone else. And suddenly, your life starts feeling less, like you're falling behind. And not because it actually is, but because you're comparing two different things. And in this process, slowly your gratitude fades away. You stop noticing what you already have because you're too focused on what you don't. And something you should understand that this entirely isn't your fault. These platforms are designed to keep you there. Every reel, every notification, every feature, every scroll is designed to hold your attention for as long as possible because your attention has value. It's just the system working exactly the way it's designed. But let's not take this to an extreme. Entertainment is not wrong. We all need breaks. We all need something light, something fun, something that keeps us relaxed after a long day. The problem is not watching something. The problem is when that becomes the only thing that you do. There's a difference between enjoying entertainment and living in it. If you want to change this, don't start by deleting everything. Start being honest. Look at your screen time. Notice how many times you reach out for your phone without even thinking. You don't have to feel guilty for that. Just observe that because you cannot fix something if you don't see it. Then think of your phone as a room. If it's messy, loud, and it's filled with the things you don't need, it affects your mind. So clean it. Log out from apps that drain you. Remove content that makes you compare. Turn off the notifications that keep you pulling back in. If deleting feels too much, don't force it. Just try it for a week. That alone makes a difference. Try this as an experiment and not a punishment. Pick one app that takes most of your time and stay away from it for 7 days. It's not forever, just a week. And during that week, pay attention to how often you feel the urge to check it. What do you feel in that moment? And most importantly, what do you do with the extra time? Try to write it down because that's when awareness starts converting into understanding. Now, here's a simple but a very powerful action. Before you open any app, pause and for a few seconds, ask yourself, why am I opening this right now? That small pause breaks the automatic habit, and what it gives you is a choice. Maybe right now your phone is too easy to access, right? So make it a little harder. Keep it in another room, log out of apps, delete the shortcuts. It might sound simple, but even a little inconvenience can stop mindless usage. Another thing is give yourself 1 hour every day. No mindless scrolling, no passive consumption. Just 1 hour when you are fully present in whatever you're doing. Even if it's just sitting, you have to sit for a while without doing anything. If you are into writing or painting, coloring, whatever skill you have, you can just do that. Otherwise, you just have to sit in silence. It doesn't have to be productive, it has to be intentional. Now, you cannot just remove a habit and expect everything to work. You might need something in its place. Go out for a walk, maybe, or just sit with a blank paper and start scribbling. It might sound pointless at first, but just stay with it. After a few minutes, your brain starts engaging again. Pick something real, a skill, a task, anything that exists outside of the screen. Painting, writing, learning something, or helping at home, cleaning your room, completing your assignments or homework. Start with 1 hour, then slowly build from there. Another thing is you don't need to be available all the time. You don't need to reply instantly. It's okay to take time, it's okay to disconnect. Remember that not everything needs your immediate attention. As I said, try sitting in silence for a few minutes every day. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but slowly in that discomfort, clarity begins. And to the end, the internet is not your enemy, but losing yourself in it is. You don't always have to run away from it. You need to stop letting it take over your life. Because at the end of the day, technology is something that should be used and not something to disappear in. The version you want to become is somewhere waiting outside the screen.